This is that movie that Chris Stuckman said was really scary. One of the scariest movies of all time, I think. Ah, he's probably just a little bitch boy. Let's do it. He wasn't wrong. Okay, so it's officially spooky season in my book. September's here. It's time. So last night I watched 2008's Lake Mungo. I'd seen a review by Chris Stuckman, a much more achieved, accomplished movie reviewer on this website, that this was one of the scariest movies of all time, and I said, no, there's no way. They always say it's the scariest movie of all time. It's the scariest movie since The Exorcist, whatever. This movie got me. It isn't full of your typical horror movie jump scares and stuff like that, but it's very effective at what it does. As a matter of fact, there's only one jump scare in this entire movie, and while I think they gave you ample time to realize what was going on, it still got me. The movie's set up in a documentary style. It very much seems like something that you would see on Netflix or even like Discovery Channel or History Channel, just like one of those paranormal documentaries. You hear accounts from the people that experienced it, and you see photos and videos of supposed paranormal activity. The way that it's presented adds a layer of realness to it. It reminds me very much of Blair Witch in that respect. But unlike Blair Witch kind of starts out very documentary-like, where I could believe that I'd see this on TV, and then it kind of goes more to found footage, like Paranormal Activity. There are documentaries like that, but this picks a documentary form and sticks with it. Doing it in that way and telling the story the way that they do just really makes it feel real, and it's really disturbing in that sense. They start the movie with vintage pictures of what are supposedly ghosts. And starting it like that seems like something that they would do in a real documentary. And again, it just starts to make your skin crawl. The hairs on the back of my neck stood up a lot during this movie. The movie plays so much like a documentary that I'm pretty sure if I showed it to someone and told them that it was real, they would believe that it was real. You have to give the actors props for that. If you're being filmed, you'll act differently. In a traditional movie, people act the way that they would act if they weren't being filmed, because they're not supposed to be being filmed. However, these people are, so now they have to act like they lived this and felt it, but they're also trying to keep it together for the camera, and I feel like that's a very complex and hard thing to do, to show emotion but seem like you're choking it back at the same time. The first half of the movie, they actually don't show that much of this paranormal activity. You only hear it through the accounts of the people, and honestly, the things that they're saying is scarier than anything they could show. The human mind really just makes up the scariest shit it can think of. And because of that, some of the stories that they told, the images that I came up with stuck with me more than the images that they actually showed, because the stuff I thought of was worse. When they do eventually start showing this stuff that's supposedly this real paranormal activity, it sticks with you much more because they built it up so much. They also do this thing that I really love in horror movies when they give you a wide shot. They show you the whole room, and you don't know why, but something about it is unsettling. And then they show you that the whole time there was something over here that you weren't aware of at first. But now we're gonna zoom in on it, and now we're just gonna make you look at it, and look at it, and look at it, and it's incredibly uncomfortable. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I watched this movie at like 10 o'clock at night. It's about an hour and 20 minutes. It was around 11:30 when I got done, and I was wide awake. I didn't want to go to bed. I kept the lights on for quite a while after that. Once you realize what's going on with the actual haunting too, not only is it scary, it's heart-achingly sad, and it shows this family going through this grief and this loss. You just really feel for them. So it really mixes this drama and this horror well, kind of like something like Hereditary. Overall, I really liked Lake Mungo. There's only one DVD release of it, and it's not great. Chris Stuckman does talk about that in his video too. I'd love to see us get a Blu-ray release of this because it absolutely deserves it. This movie just really sticks with you. It really does. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still thinking about one certain scene in it right now after having seen it last night, and I think I'll be thinking about it for weeks after. I think this might be the first time I've done this. I'm not quite sure, don't check me on that, but I'm gonna have to give Lake Mungo an A+. It really is that good. I highly recommend you seek it out and watch it. Thank you for watching this review. If you like this review, I have more coming to the channel. I also have short films and other stuff I'm working on coming too. If you like my content in general, you can follow me on Twitch and TikTok. My username is Thomas_Yazer. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Those links are in the description below. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.